Every human being carries questions that are never asked out loud. Questions about fear, love, pain, purpose, and the mind itself. Welcome to the Big Questions vertical bar. Understand your mind. A place where psychology, neuroscience, and human consciousness come together to help you understand yourself and transform the way you live. If you're searching for answers to the questions that shape your life, subscribe and join us on this journey of understanding the human mind. Now, let's explore today's big question. Why is it so hard to let go? Have you ever wondered why letting go feels almost impossible? Why can we leave a place, end a relationship, or watch time move forward, yet still feel emotionally trapped in something that no longer exists? Most people believe that letting go is simply a matter of willpower. They tell themselves, I should be over this by now. I should stop thinking about it. I just need to move on. But what if your mind was never designed to let go that easily? What if the real reason has nothing to do with weakness, and everything to do with the way your brain protects you? Today, we're going to explore one of the deepest mysteries of the human mind, because once you understand why it's so hard to let go, you may never see your past the same way again. The greatest mistake we make is believing that letting go is an act of the heart. It isn't. It begins in the mind. Your brain was designed to keep you alive, not to keep you happy. Thousands of years ago, survival depended on staying close to what was familiar. Your tribe, your family, the people who protected you. Being abandoned could mean death. And although the world has changed, your brain still carries that ancient programming. It doesn't always distinguish between physical survival and emotional survival. This is why the end of a relationship, the loss of a dream, or the disappearance of someone you deeply loved can activate the same regions of the brain associated with physical pain. To your nervous system, loss feels like danger, and danger demands one thing: hold on, don't let go. Maybe you can fix it. Maybe they'll come back. Maybe if you think about it one more time, everything will be different. This is why so many people become trapped in endless loops of memories, not because they enjoy suffering, but because the brain believes that replaying the past might protect them from experiencing that pain again. Yet something extraordinary happens when we understand this. We realize that we are not fighting the past. We are negotiating with a survival system that has not yet realized the danger is over. Think about that for a moment. The relationship ended months ago, maybe years ago. The opportunity is gone. The chapter has closed. But inside your mind, a small part of you is still standing at the door, waiting for it to open again. Not because you are weak, not because you lack willpower, but because your brain was never taught how to say goodbye. And perhaps this is the deepest truth of all. We don't hold on because the past is stronger than us. We hold on because part of us still believes we need it to survive. But survival is not the same as living. There comes a moment in every human life when healing requires something that feels impossible. Not changing the past, not finding one more explanation, not receiving one more apology, but allowing yourself to become someone who no longer needs yesterday in order to exist. And that is where true freedom begins. Every ending leaves behind a choice. You can spend the rest of your life trying to recover what was lost, or you can discover the person waiting to be found on the other side of that loss. This is where letting go takes on a completely different meaning. Because letting go is not forgetting. It is not pretending something never mattered. It is not erasing memories. And it is certainly not stopping yourself from loving. Letting go is something much deeper. It is accepting that your past deserves a place in your story, but not the power to keep writing it. Many people spend years waiting for closure, waiting for one last conversation, one last apology, one last explanation, one last chance. But life rarely gives us endings that feel complete. Sometimes people leave without saying goodbye. Sometimes dreams disappear without warning. Sometimes the answers never come. And perhaps that is one of the hardest lessons of being human. Not every question will be answered. Not every wound will receive an apology. Not every goodbye will make sense. But healing does not begin when life finally gives you the answers. Healing begins when you stop expecting the past to become different. There is a quiet strength that appears the moment you realize something extraordinary. The person you have been trying to hold on to may no longer exist, not because they changed, but because you have. The life you are grieving may no longer be the life you truly need, and the future you feared may be the one that finally allows you to become who you were always meant to be. Perhaps letting go was never about losing someone. Perhaps it was about finding yourself. Every experience, every heartbreak, every disappointment, every goodbye has shaped the person listening to these words right now. Not to break you, but to awaken you. One day, you may look back on this moment and realize the greatest gift life ever gave you was the thing you once begged it not to take away. So if today you are struggling to let go, be patient with yourself. You are not failing. You are transforming. And transformation always asks us to release who we were before revealing who we can become. Thank you for being here. If this reflection helped you see your own journey in a new way, subscribe to the Big Questions vertical bar. Understand your mind. Like this video, and share it with someone who may need these words today. And before you leave, tell us in the comments, what is one thing you are finally ready to let go of? Because every great transformation begins with one great question. Until next time, keep asking the questions that have the power to change your life. If this video made you see yourself differently, subscribe to the Big Questions vertical bar. Understand your mind. Because sometimes, the answers that change our lives begin with a single question. See you in the next episode.